Monroe Central football takes the field in a flame of glory. The 1994 Monroe Central Seminoles came out with a flaming torch, throwing it into the ground, and the 1994 season is underway. It's an exciting premier season. This is Dale Eddy, along with Jeff Stevens. Jeff, I think you have to say that was impressive.
Right. I think everybody kind of wondered what the entrance would be, and I'm sure this has been planned for some time. Great night for football, a little on the cool side, but a great night to play, and
absolutely
it's dry.
Beautiful. It's dry. That's right. Monroe Central taking the field in the new uniform. They came out in practice gear, I guess, and went in, came back out just as you saw them coming in with their new gear, new year, and they're ready to go. Taking on Bishop Donahue. Bishop Donahue having their first game last Saturday on TV, in fact, and winning that quite big against Weird and Madonna. I don't know a lot about Bishops, but I know that they have a running back named Zelowitz, which has a lot of speed, and he can carry the bacon.
Right, he's very highly touted by some of the newspapers around. Anytime you have one big back that can break a long gain, you're always dangerous. And Bishop Donahue having one game under their belt is a bit of an advantage too against the debuting Monroe Central Seminoles.
Right, we'll have the opening kickoff, and it's away. It's a short kick, dropping at the 18-yard line. Picked up there by number 33.
That's Eric Kramer, freshman, and he was initiated to high school football.
He took a big
hurry there. Looked like number 89 there for Bishop Donahue, Bob Edge, and a lot has been written about him also as a key performer for the Bishop's defense.
Yeah, Bob Edge, their senior linebacker, 6'1", 210, and he's a big-time performer. Joe Kress, under center. Ben Klein, the new center for the Seminoles, as Yoho has moved to a tackle position, and Joe will take the first snap. Ball on the 33-yard line. Luke Shoemaker with the ball, and he's wrapped at the 40-yard line, and he goes forward at least 3 yards. And again, stopped, look like number 89, I believe again is Edge.
That's going to be a gain of about 7 on the first play from scrimmage, and that puts you in good shape now. 2nd and 3, a lot of things can happen.
There are a lot of numbers in and out, and we'll catch up on these as time goes on. 88 into the ball game is Leisure, I believe. Keith Leisure, 6'2", 150, a junior. I believe this might be his first year to play. He's wide out to this side. High formation. Ball goes to Dustin. Dustin's up almost to the 50 and drags over the 50-yard line. Met there by number 25, Mark Hawkins. Several in on the tackle as he gets it into Bishop territory. Look like they're placing it on the 49-yard line.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of Robinson and Shoemaker running the ball this year, and at 7 and 8 yards a clip like that, you know they're going to go right back to that.
.10:30. Slot to the far side. Will Weddle, number 34, the flanker. Ball tossed back. Dustin again picks up, looks like little under 5 yards, almost 5 yards.
Brought down by number 81, Brad Blake. Number 8, Jenkins Elwood.
Blake, they credit with the tackle, a pickup of 5, 2nd and 5. Just at the 10-minute mark to go in the first quarter as the Seminoles move the ball. That's kind of strange after saying Redskins for so many years, but
hey, we'll have to kind of watch ourselves tonight, make sure we don't make too many mistakes. But I'm sure there's somebody out there that'll point it out to us if we do.
That's all right. Luke Shoemaker on a counter play, and he's up to the 40, inside the 40-yard line, and I believe he'll be close to a first down. A little counter play there. Luke stepping back across. Looked like he was going to be stopped with a short gain, but he's got the first down on extra effort.
Well, you know Luke's going to run hard in there, and when he goes in there and hits the line, you better make sure you make the tackle on him because he's going to get that extra yard.
So it'll be 1st and 10, 9 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Balling on the 39-yard line. Wishbone formation. quick hitter up the middle. Luke Shoemaker still on his feet. Will not give up. The entire line hitting on Luke, and he's still standing there.
As I said before, Luke will not go down very easily. So you can see right there, even though he didn't gain any more yards, he was determined not to stop.
Second down and 10.
So it's second, and they say 2nd and 10. Weddle and Shoemaker in the backfield with Dustin Robinson slot to this side. Crest back looking. He's got a man open and just a little underthrew.
So that's a case right there where Dustin Robinson was behind the defensive back, and Joe needs to recognize that and get some air under the ball and lob it out there. Got a good chance for 6 points there. But this is Joe's first start, and he's been improving with every day of practice, and he's going to be a fine quarterback.
He's going to be a good one. He has the athletic talent and the ability. Just a matter of getting the first game jitters out of the way and doing the job.
Now you're in a situation 3rd and 10. You may look for the ball in the air once again.
Dustin Hughes wide to this side. Will Weddle a slot. Dustin Robinson with the ball, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage.
There's number 89 again, Edge, and we spoke of him earlier as one of the best defensive players that Bishop Donahue has. He was not fooled, and right there he made the play. Monroe Central going to be forced to punt the ball away.
So just at the 8-minute mark, 4th down, and we'll have to give this ball up. Scott Wilson will be punting it. He's going to be standing just inside the 50-yard line.
And we might add that number 78, Jeremy Kramer, is the center and the long snapper, and that's a very important job.
Zelowicz, the deep man, is the one with been touted so much. Ball booted. It's loose. Seems like Seminole jumped on the ball. And the referee standing right there, number 78, Jeremy Kramer, I believe, fell on the ball. Ball came down. I believe that was Jay Walton, possibly number 12, trying to pick up the ball, and he booted it forward. Jeremy able to get on the ball, and we're going to have this in good field position about the 17-yard line.
The young man made a mistake there and didn't catch the ball in the air. The ball came up and hit him in the knee and bounced away, and there was a Seminole right there to fall on it.
So it's 1st and 10, 7 minutes, 20 seconds. Hand off to Shoemaker. Shoemaker with very little yardage, stopped by number 33, Dongola, I believe.
Number 61 there, Jeremy Crumpston, also made the hit in the backfield and kind of slowed him down and had some help from teammates finishing him off.
So they've marked it a loss. It's going to be 2nd and 11. Ball on the 19-yard line as they'll break huddle. Cress and crew coming to the line of scrimmage. 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Fake. Cress looking. And this time he throws it out of the end zone. Really didn't have a man open. They had double coverage in the corner. Keith Lazier, I believe, was down there.
Wilson, number 82,
Wilson on. And he was double covered. Not much chance.
Joe did the correct thing, recognizing the receiver was not open. Threw it a little bit long. That way the ball would not be intercepted.
So it's 3rd and 11. Hughes would be wide to the far side. I formation. Shoemaker, Robinson, slot to the left. Weddle giving the ball to.
Looked like Robinson was the carrier.
He picked up some rough yardage. Looks like he's going to be about the 13-yard line.
I believe we're going to have a field goal attempt, Dale.
Picks up 5 yards down to the Bishop's 14-yard line, brings up 4th down and 6.
Well, some first game jitters there, Dale. The proper equipment wasn't out. Cress is the kicker. The kicking tee and the shoe was not ready to be taken out, so Coach Acosta forced to call a timeout here. Very important to get on the board with points first. This is a good opportunity for about a 30-yard field goal, so spend the timeout and get a good chance of getting 3 on the board.
We'll have to say Bishop Donahue has come ready to hit. They've done some super job. I think the young man Edge is going to live up to his reputation.
Well, if I remember,
super hits.
As I read in the paper here, Edge was injured last year very early in the season. They felt like that was a key to their misfortune as the year progressed last year. Bishop Donahue was only 2-8 and lost 3 or 4 very close games. And they feel a defensive player like Edge will make a difference.
Of course, you have technical difficulties with everything. I'm adjusting sound right now, so if everybody at home, if your TV sets change on you, that's the reason. So at 6 minutes, 14 seconds, it's 4th and 6.
On this field goal attempt, Kramer will be the center, and a freshman, number 10, Jason Ludwig, will be the holder for Joe Kress to kick.
And Kress will be the kicker.
It'll be a 30-yard field goal from the right hash mark.
We're used to having the lumpster here. High snap, and ball is going to be veered off toward the left. Looked like it had the length.
Yeah, the snap was a little bit high. Ludwig did a nice job of catching the high snap and getting it down, but that just throws the timing off a little bit. Kress hooked the ball just a little bit, and a scoring opportunity after the turnover goes for naught.
So we'll get a chance here with 1st and 10, 6 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the first quarter to see Jay Walton, I believe, is the quarterback, number 12. Walton is a sophomore, 6 foot, 153 pound. Number 8 is the man that's getting so much attention, Jamie Zelowich, a senior, 5'1", 165 pound.
And they're going to run Zelowitz right up the middle, right to start with. Like number 34, Will Weddle, among others, in on the tackle.
So a big gain, 2nd down and 2 for their first attempt from center 58. Jake Renicky is the center. Walton looks over the defensive formation. I formation. Again, Zelowich with the ball, and he has the first down straight up the middle. Behind the blocking of Edge, and looked like Fred Gongola. 89, Bob Edge is a senior. He's 6'1", 202 pound. And that time they ran the ball right over his back. 5:19, first and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line. Zelowich again. Tries to get to the outside, and he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Looked like Wilson, J.R. Young, and others. Good pursuit. So it'll be 2nd and 9 as they give. Official has a timeout here. Looks like Dustin Robinson possibly has some helmet problems. Looks like they're getting it all fixed up as the Bishops come to line of scrimmage. 4 minutes and 40 seconds. 2nd and 9. Walton dropping, looking, and he overthrows the intended receiver on the far side.
This is TV6 News, your only
Number
source of
34 appears to be the intended receiver, Joe Urbanic. Eric Kramer on the coverage right there. Eric, as a freshman, has been very impressive in preseason practices, but you might look for a team like Bishop Donahue to recognize that fact and to kind of pick on freshmen in their passing situations here in the early going.
So again, 3rd and 9, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. A quick pass to the right, and he's caught right at the line of scrimmage, and he's gone down. Number 25, Mark Hawkins, trying to get that quick hitter on the side. Throwing the ball in the flat. 25 had nowhere to go.
That looked like a combination of Kramer and Kramer on that play there. Young Eric came up, made the play, and then Jeremy came out and helped finish off the play right there. So hopefully we can call that combination many times. Punt situation here, Robinson and Weddle
back. They'll be standing on their own 30-yard line. The punter, I believe, is Hopkins. The ball is going to roll out of bounds. About the 27-yard line, I believe they've marked it. Where the Seminoles will have 1st and 10. Just over 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first quarter. Now I think it was Gongola. What is that? Gongola. Fred Gongola, they said, was the punter. Huh? I have to give credit too here. We have a new cameraman. Brian Easterling was down in the stands and he wanted a seat, so he said if he wanted to sit, he had to run camera. So he's up here running camera.
We'll evaluate his performance here and see whether we want to invite him back in the future weeks.
We'll let his dad evaluate it. I think Denny was coming to the game. I think he's seated here someplace. He's just trying to get over an operation. We want to wish him well and quick recovery and get back here with us. Until then, watch us on TV here, Denny. Quick hitter, Luke Shoemaker, and again a big hit. Edge just clogging up the middle. I don't think he had anything to do with the tackle, but he was just taking up space.
I'll tell you, it's early in the season, but several big-time hits have been delivered out there so far tonight. And I'll tell you, some of these people are definitely ready to play football. Must be the cool temperatures bringing out the best in some of these players.
Chris Dimmerling checking into the ball game, number 77. He's a freshman also. Wide out to the far side, Dustin Hughes. I formation with Shoemaker, Dustin Robinson. The slot, Will Weddle. Will in motion, coming to this side. Ball tossed back. Dustin with nowhere to go. Gets it up possibly to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, there's number 8, Zelowitz, kind of turned that play back in, and number 61, Crumpston, finished the play off.
They're definitely doing a good job pursuing the ball.
Well, since the first couple of plays from scrimmage, which Monroe Central had big yardage on, Bishop Donahue's defense has really held forth real well and not really given up any yardage at all.
Hughes will be wide to this side as they flip the play over. What will be a slot? This time they're dropping, looking. A lot of problems for Kress. He's going to tuck it down as he takes a big hit from Bob Edge.
That's number 89, Bob Edge, once again with a big hit right there. Joe has a little bit of quickness. He's able to get some yardage out of a busted play, but not in this case. It's going to bring up 4th and about 5 yards.
4th and 5.
Wilson once again will be on to punt.
1 minute and 35 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Wilson with lots of time. Ball coming to this side, number 32, which I don't have a number. And he gets the ball right to the 50-yard line.
Right, Kramer and Shoemaker both in on the play there. Also Eric Hamilton in on the play.
So they'll take over first down. It's a minute and 15 seconds. The ball just shy of the 50-yard line, laying on the 49 plus.
Not a real good punt right there. That's only a net of about 20 yards, about 28, 29-yard punt with a 8 or 9 yard return. Only a net of 20 yards, and you need to do a little bit better than that.
They got the big guy in the backfield, Edge, giving it to Zelowitz. Behind the blocking of Edge is Zelowitz, does everything to get out of the way, and he's picked off there by Eric Kramer. Looks like Hughes and
71. Yeah, 71, J.R. Young in on the play.
Pick up a 4. As Edge coming in and doing the blocking as a running back.
There's a good chance right now for the fans to see on TV the new emblem in the middle of the field. Very, very nice touch.
Ball pitched back. Zelowicz trying to break it around, and he's caught by a whole crew of red jerseys. Eric Kramer, Dustin Hughes.
Once again, a person that's very much key to a play like that is the most outside defender, and there was Dustin Hughes, and he would not let the runner get outside, and then Kramer and others were able to finish the play off.
So a beautiful job as the first quarter ends with a 0-0 score. We'll take a break, and we'll come right back with second quarter action.
At Shoe Corner, all athletic shoes for sports and cheerleaders are 20% off. And we have Lee jeans for the family in stretch and regular, and Jordache jeans and blouses. New ladies' jackets, skirts, pants, skirts, tops have just arrived. Of course, we have shoes. Nikes, Reeboks, LA Gear, lacrosse, rubber boots for hunting, fishing, or farming, Red Wing steel-toed sport or insulated boots, soft spots, hush puppies, Wolverines, naturalizers, and clinic. Wait, there's more. The Shoe Corner now includes a craft store. See Betty and Pat about consignments. The Shoe Corner, more than just shoes. Telephones, radios, fax machines, videos, sound equipment, adapters, and converters of all kinds. Scanners, smoke alarms, tape recorders, televisions, toys, games, VCRs, antennas, batteries, camcorders, and computers are just some of the things you'll find at Day Appliance and Radio Shack. With brand names including Quasar, GE, Realistic, and Memorex, they offer a wide variety of computers with IBM compatibility. For all of your electronic needs, see the vast inventory in stock at Day Appliance. They'll be happy to special order, too. See them today, Day Appliance and Radio Shack.
With the third quarter beginning, 3rd and 7.
Halfback pass.
Zelowicz looking. Oh, my. Dustin Robinson trying to step in front. And number 34,
Joe Urbanic made a real nice play.
Just pushed Dustin out of the way at the last second.
I think Dustin felt like he was going to have the interception. Receiver stepped in front of him. Dustin kind of looked up at the official hoping for a penalty flag, but didn't get it.
So they're in business here, 11 minutes and 40 seconds. Ball on the 27-yard line, I guess.
A very big early challenge for the Seminole defense.
Again, Zelowicz caught in the backfield.
Luke Shoemaker broke through the gap in there to make the hit in the backfield.
Nice job by Luke. Tremendous job splitting through, getting him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. Well, they placed it right at the line of scrimmage. He must have got back to the line of scrimmage with his forward motion. I can't remember anyone touching the ball but Zelowicz other than a pass play.
That's correct, and I think he'll continue that way most of the evening. And you may look for them to go back to that halfback pass, as much attention as Zelowicz will draw when he has the ball.
5'1", 165 pound. He must be some conditioned athlete.
I believe so. A whistle there. I saw some of the Seminole defenders pointing at someone on the Bishop's interior line. I think some of the defenders detected movement before the officials did.
Seemed like there's some discussion with the officials. I don't know exactly what this is all about. Tell you what, the sun went down quick and we looks a lot better.
Okay, the officials have decided to pick up the flag right there. There was no penalty. So once again, 2nd down and 9.
They picked the flag up. I saw they were having a discussion. And now the discussion with the...
And we have our first Coach Acosta referee discussion of the year.
Walden back, he's in a lot of trouble. He drops it underneath. Number 81 with the reception is Brad Blake, a junior, 5'6". So Blake with a big reception.
That's a nice job there by the quarterback, Jay Walton. Pressure on there from J.R. Young and kept his composure in there and found a receiver.
It'll be 3rd and 2 with 10 minutes remaining in the half. Knocking on the door. Walton to Zelowicz. Zelowicz met head on by Shoemaker.
That's Shoemaker and Eric Hamilton making the first contact there. We're going to have a 4th and short situation.
Shoemaker, Kramer, Hughes, everybody doing a super job getting in.
And the Bishops will go for it on 4th down, about a yard and a half.
In motion, number 25, Mark Hawkins.
I give it to the big man right there, number 89, Edge, and just ran behind blockers. He'll pick up the first down plus a yard. 1st and 10 on about the 16-yard line.
So Bob Edge picking up the first down plus 9:08. 1st and 10. Don't adjust your TV sets. I've adjusted the sound again. If I didn't have technical difficulties, I wouldn't know what to do. Ball again, fake to Edge, drop back to Zelowicz. Zelowicz, a nice sidestep, and he makes it up to the almost a 20-yard line. As he shows why he's so highly touted as a running back. Jeremy Kramer on the stop.
They're going to place the ball down at the 10-yard line there, a gain of about 6, almost 7 yards.
2nd down and 4. Ball on the 10-yard line. 8 minutes, 30 seconds. Walton takes the snap. This time it goes to Edge. Edge is a load. Will Weddle met him and helped by Kramer.
That's going to be number 76, Yoho there. That 6 and the 8 look a lot alike there. It's going to be Weddle and Yoho on that tackle.
They do to me. I'm sure glad you're young with good eyes, Coach. 3rd down and 1. 7 minutes, 50 seconds. Ball inside the 10-yard line. Looks like it's placed on the 8. The Bishops are going to take a timeout with 7 minutes, 47 seconds. And as they take a timeout, let's take a short break. We'll adjust things, and we'll be right back.
The F.W. Shoemaker Insurance Agency was established in 1903. They have 3 agents and 3 customer service representatives to give you the kind of service you deserve. Being an independent insurance agency means they represent different companies, allowing them to compare for you. For all of your insurance needs, auto, home, life, bonds, business, or farms, contact F.W. Shoemaker Insurance Agency at 472-0876.
Coach Singleton and Dan Harrelson coming off the field after the timeout. Bishop Donahue taking a timeout, talking this over. It's a 3rd and 1, Coach, and they've got the ball where they want it right now, and a big scoring opportunity for them. Big defensive stands for the Seminoles.
Yeah, the Bishop Donahue take a timeout right there. They're in a good situation at the 8-yard line. They do not want to let this opportunity get away. As I stated earlier, it's very important to get the first points on the board.
Blake. Oh, Zelowicz going off tackle, and he picks up first down plus. He's inside the 5-yard line. Young and Kramer stopping him as they send twins to the far side. And handoff straight to Zelowicz. Not too much surprise about what they're going to do.
like nothing very fancy here. You know, a lot of big holes up there on the line. Right now in the early going, you have to say the Bishop Donahue offensive line is just outplaying the Seminole defensive line.
Hawkins and Blake to this side. Zelowicz behind the big man edge. Walton will take the snap from his center with 7 minutes 30 seconds remaining in the half. And we have flags.
That time, definitely movement right there on the left side of the Bishop Donahue offensive line. Looked like number 50. I think right there kind of had a little twitch right there after he went set. And that's going to cost him a very crucial 5 yards.
That might be a biggie, hopefully, in the Seminole favor. I thought they came to the line kind of lackadaisical, you know, like they just weren't too excited, and it cost them. So it'll be first and goal at the 8-yard line now. Renicky, their center, getting down on the ball. Walton will take the snap just under 7 minutes, giving it back to Zelowicz. Zelowicz trying to break it to the outside, and he's caught from behind. Might have picked up 1 or 2.
He's still going to pick up a couple of yards on the play, but it could have been worse. It looked like he had a lot of running room to the outside, but the pursuit was able to cut off the angle there and make the play there. It's going to be second and goal from about the 6-yard line.
So 6:35, second goal. Ball on the 6-yard line.
Flag, we have another flag.
I'm not sure what this was. Procedure, I'm sure, but the man in motion must have taken a step forward. I'm not sure what happened. Chris Kordak was in motion, so it's going to be second. Still go at 11-yard line. Second and 11.
4 wide receivers here, and that's going to be another penalty right there.
Talk about shooting themselves in the foot. They've absolutely gone from just almost a certain touchdown.
Well, we don't know how this is going to end up, obviously, but penalties are always a killer, and since it was first and goal on the 3, Bishop Donahue has committed 3 5-yard procedure penalties. So now you have second down and goal, but you're back on about the 16-yard line. Once again, 4 wide receivers. Quarterback in the shotgun.
Quarterback looking. Oh, and he had Zelowicz over the middle. Zelowicz up in the air. Luke Shoemaker defending on the play. Looked like if Zelowicz could have come up with it, he had an opportunity to catch the ball.
Yeah, that would have created a completely different situation. If he would, at worst, have been third and about 3, and now we're third and 16.
So again, from the shotgun, sending 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. Man in motion. There's flags everywhere.
We got a flag once again.
Number 25, the receiver, Mark Hawkins, but we have flags everywhere.
Well, one of the wide receivers on the left side there kind of moved, took a little stutter step before the snap, and the official on that side, it looked to me like he did not throw the flag initially. The official on this side did, and then the guy on that side decided, well, I don't want to look bad here, I better throw my flag.
Throw it again, yeah. But they definitely had everybody moving.
And again, that's 4 penalties since it was first down, inside the 5.
Well, they had a tremendous opportunity. They had a chance to put the Seminoles down early, or a good chance of it.
The Seminoles had the option right there. The pass was completed, and the gain was down and around the 5-yard line. The choices being third and about 20 or fourth and 5. Coach Acosta decided for 5 yards and third and 20.
So it's 3rd and 20. Walton looking, going to drop it underneath, and I think it's just tipped. Number 33, the receiver was open for Gongola. I'm not too sure who tipped it. 22.
Okay, 22.
Hamilton.
22, Eric Hamilton. I believe he got a hand on the ball. And that was a well-designed play right there. It may have been yardage, but Hamilton able to deflect the ball. But now we have 4th down from the 20.
See what they pull out of their bag of tricks this time as they send twins to this side, and they have Walton taking the snap.
Another penalty flag.
Delay of game.
They call it a dead ball, offside, or encroachment penalty.
Okay.
I've got a feeling someone on the Bishop's offensive line lined up in the neutral zone there. But still, I've lost track. I think that's 5 penalties now.
Either 5 or 6.
That's just unbelievable. And that cannot make the Bishop Donahue coaching staff happy at all.
Not at all. So with 5 minutes and 40 seconds, Coach, they've gone from, I forget where the ball was placed, however many minutes ago, but it had to be within the 5-yard line and looked like a certain touchdown was inevitable.
Well, I'd like to be able to stand here and tell you a great defensive stand with a Seminole defense, and they've made some plays. And I don't want to take that away from them, but Bishop Donahue is just going in reverse. And
they've done a good job defending themselves.
Yeah, that's it. Right now they have been their own worst enemy.
At least 4, if not 5 penalties in a row. Gets them back. The ball's placed on the 26-yard line, and there's not much to talk about in that huddle except just let the penalties continue. 4th and 26, I believe. What they don't want to do is give up a big play here.
Right, that's always the danger, especially with a back in there like Zelowitz, that after all the penalties, that he'll still turn in a big play right here and something will happen.
But yet you can't key on him so much that you let other guys go. So
that's correct.
It'll be an interesting situation, interesting call. See what Coach Blake, in his 12th year at the Bishops, see what he pulls out of the bag of tricks. Look like they're looking, trying to get somebody open. It's going to be intercepted. Number 33, Kramer. And he'll bring the ball back to right at the 26-7-yard line. Eric Kramer, a freshman. 6'5", 165 pounds.
And someone had tremendous pressure on the quarterback, and I'm sorry, I'm not sure who it was, but hit the quarterback right as he was throwing the ball, and that helped right there. Kramer stepped in front, and for an instant, it looked like he had some big yardage down the sideline.
So it'll be 1st and 10.
And that is a big defensive play, so that now qualifies as a great defensive stand.
Sure does.
Anytime you keep them off the board, it's a great defensive stand.
Joe Kress will take the hike. Ball goes Shoemaker. Shoemaker with very little yardage, rough yardage up that middle, trying to sidestep and come back.
Hey, we're down to less than 5.5 minutes left in the second quarter, and even though Bishop Donahue was able to get no points there, they took a lot of time off the clock, and now you have to worry about the clock if you want to get points on the board before halftime.
2nd and 10. Keith Lazier checking in. Lazier will go wide out to the far side. Wishbone formation. Press. Take the snap with just over 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Tossing the ball back to Will Weddle. Will met immediately. Very little yardage. The Bishops again showing great speed, shooting that gap, getting in, catching the ball carrier behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. Looks like they marked it maybe 3rd and 11. Loss of a yard. 3rd and 11. Ball on the 26-yard line, right at the 4-minute mark to go in the half. Kress looking. Going to have to tuck the ball, and he's going to take a big hit, but he's loose. He's going down the far side. A long way on the opposite side, but we've got a flag Joe Kress is going to take it out of bounds at the 35, 36-yard line, but we have a flag.
Right, that play got the crowd kind of excited there, but that's going to come back for a clipping penalty. And I think the yardage was good enough for the first down there. Fine job by Joe Kress making something good out of a bad situation, but it's going to come back on a penalty for a clipping violation.
So as so often happens in a busted play situation, everybody gets out of position. Inadvertently, we pick up a penalty, which negates a nice run back. A good scramble by the young quarterback, Joe Kress.
You're exactly right, though, when you say that so many times a busted play will result in some type of a penalty like that, and a lot of times it is committed behind the play. I don't know if that was the case here, but a penalty nonetheless, and that's from the spot of the foul, and it's going to be third down and a long way.
A long way. Ball inside the 10-yard line. Looks like it's placed on the 7, and they've got on the board 3rd and 26. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first half. See what the offense can bring together as Dustin Robinson with the ball. He's got some room, but we've got another flag. He's going to be driven out of bounds just over the 20-yard line. But
that flag thrown in there where you probably have a holding penalty, and most likely the penalty will be declined by Bishop Donahue. It'll be 4th down, and Seminoles will be forced to punt the ball away.
Preliminary call holding against the Seminoles.
so holding will be declined, and the kicking team will come onto the field. There's still 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Ball's placed just inside the 20-yard line, the 19-yard line.
Brings up a 4th down.
Wilson will be kicking from inside the 10.
This would be a great time for just a super punt right here. The return men are very, very shallow in Seminole territory here. If he could get a hold of one and kick it over their head, would be great. And he may have. Yes, he did.
Nice one. It's bounced back to the 35. Good pursuit, number 32 with the ball. And a big hit. But
and also a late flag on the play. We'll see what that is.
Chris Kordak, I believe, number 32 was the...
Well, Scott Wilson, the punter, was the punter last year, and is a very good punter and did not have a couple of kicks that were very good there early. So the Bishop Donahue return man must have thought that he was not a real good punter and moved in.
Yeah.
Scott kicked it over their head. And now add a penalty onto that, and that's just going to be a great play.
Tremendous job by Scott Wilson getting us good field position.
The kick itself is going to be about 45 yards or so. Now you add on a 15-yard penalty. That's going to be a net from the 20 back to the other 22. That's almost a 50 or 50-yard or better net on that play, including the penalty. Bishop Donahue goes from thinking they were going to be in great field position to having their backs against the wall now, and maybe a big defensive play by the Seminoles, and be able to get on the board yet.
Everybody in the stands wondering where the ball will go this time, and I'll be darned, they gave it to Zelowitz, I believe.
Surprise, surprise! Shoemaker and Hamilton on the play.
Looks like also Yoho, the bottom of that pile, doing a good job filling that hole as he's trying to come through. Looks like it's a loss of a yard.
Second down and 11.
So it'll be 2nd 11, 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the half. 0-0 ball game. And it's a beautiful night for football. A little chilly. We don't expect this early in the year. Walton will take the snap at the 2-minute mark.
Little reverse play.
Little reverse, number 34, which is Joe Urbanik. Urbanik is a 5'9", 145-pound senior.
You mentioned the weather. When it's a little bit cool for the fans in the stands, it's about ideal for the players on the field. Teams in West Virginia opened last week. Very warm night, very comfortable for the fans, but way too warm for teams to play on the field on a night like that. Just an ideal night for football. It's kind of like October.
Blake and Hawkins to this side. Walton will flip the ball back to Zelowitz. Zelowitz making some nice cutting moves. Ball's loose. And I believe they've recovered.
Right, I think the ball went out of bounds, and before anyone could get on top of it, last possession, Bishop Donahue, they'll maintain possession, and it'll be a first down. A little bit of a late pitch there by the quarterback, but it turned out to be a very nice play to draw the defense to him. Zelowitz able to get some yardage, and first down about the 36-yard line. And we only have a little over a minute remaining.
Just over a minute. First and 10. No score. It's been an uneventful ball game without penalties. It could be a whole different situation. In an I formation, slot to the far side. Ball going to Zelowitz. Zelowitz behind the blocking of Edge, and he picks up big yardage up to the 44-yard line. Jeremy Baker, number 75, checking into the ball game. Ball is snapped back to Zelowitz. Zelowitz runs out of bounds. It looks like he's got a first down. Just short of the 50-yard line. Wilson knocking him out of bounds. There's 29 seconds remaining in the half.
Looks like Bishop Donahue not going to try anything too fancy here. They may be satisfied just to run the clock out, give the ball to Zelowitz, and see what happens, and go in with a scoreless game here at the half.
They've got to be disappointed on the coaching staff and the boys. You know, they've got to feel that they should have scored. They should have had a score this
Each
time.
team has had a scoring opportunity. Monroe Central missed a field goal. Bishop Donahue first and goal at the 3, but penalties stopped that drive and then an interception.
Walton looking long, and it's going to be picked off. Joe Kress. Kress is caught from the behind at the 40-yard line as makes the interception in the middle of the field, the 28-yard line.
Yeah, good play by Joe Kress. Had some sideline there. 18 seconds remaining. 2 timeouts for the Seminoles. We'll see what Coach Acosta decides to do. He could let the clock run out and go in at halftime, or he may spend a timeout. They're in the huddle, and the clock will start here. No, somebody's called timeout. And I don't understand that right there.
That one.
That's a timeout, Bishop Donahue. The clock was about to start. Monroe Central was in the huddle. Clock would have started before they started to the line.
I don't quite understand.
I know. I don't know if they did not realize that the clock would start or what, but they've spent a timeout. Of course, you want to set your defense up here to prevent a big play, so it may turn out to be.
I'm not too sure that was
right. Never give a team an opportunity to snap the ball if they're not planning on it.
Right, exactly.
I believe Monroe Central has 2 timeouts remaining here. Time to get off at least 2 plays.
And they get a free
We'll see what happens
with that one. So
if you can get out of bounds in there somewhere and save a timeout, might get a chance at a long field goal.
45, Dustin Hughes to the far side. I formation. Will Weddle the slot. Kress looking. He's got Dustin. Dustin will take it out of bounds inside the 50-yard line for a first down. Nice job.
Good job, Dustin Hughes, right there, getting out of bounds, saving that timeout.
getting as much yardage as he could before he stepped out.
6 seconds off the clock, still 12 seconds left. You're at the 48-yard line.
Down for the Seminoles at the Bishop 48-yard line.
I went 50 years with this bucket now. Nobody takes
So 12 seconds remaining. They'll take this snap inside the 50-yard line. Crest dropping again. He's got Dustin here, but he's down on his knee, which will be a pickup of about 5. Quick timeout taken by Dustin, and that gets our time down to 6 seconds. Making it 2nd down and 5. 6 seconds remaining.
If this accomplishes nothing else before halftime, other than the fact that Joe Crest has been able to complete a couple of passes, his first two completions of the evening. Now in the second half, he might feel like he can get the ball there and open up the passing game. You know, and like we said earlier, Joe Crest, his first varsity start, and you know that's tougher than a lot of people realize to go out there in this kind of a situation. All the hype involved in the first game for Monroe Central. And, you know, Joe's a smart man there, and he'll do a good job.
The winning number, 369.
It's definitely going to be an exciting year for the Seminoles as the first game comes in with a bang. Did you win it, Coach?
No, I think I have a ticket for something else.
Okay. Last year, Coach. I don't think that'll work. That's good. Well, pull all the plugs.
It's kind of like my luck with lottery tickets and everything.
Here we go. A little bit of razzle-dazzle. Joe Crest, the single back. Luke Shoemaker taken out of bounds, and that's the half with a 0-0 ball game, and we'll be right back.
Bishop Donahue 0, Monroe Central 0.
It's time to stop by Woodsfield Savings and Loan. We offer a variety of rates and terms to suit your home mortgage needs. Our low rates make owning your own home affordable, and the Woodsfield Savings and Loan is an equal housing lender. Open Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday 9 to 3, Thursday and Saturday 9 to 12, and Friday 9 to 6. We pride ourselves in serving you quickly and efficiently. When it's time for a home mortgage or financial service, call us at Woodsfield Savings and Loan Company.
Masters Garage has recently added a new service to their long list of automotive repairs. They're now rebuilding starters, alternators, and generators. And remember, they specialize in custom exhaust work with a Ben Pearson muffler shop, as well as brake work, lube jobs, and oil changes. Masters features a full line of Quaker State products, including oil, filters, lube products, and parts to keep your vehicle in top running condition. Call Masters Garage today at 472-1232.
almost any size job, the area's most extensive fastener display is at Ager Hardware. Small engine belts in all sizes, too. And it's that time of the year for Oregon chains and bars and, of course, hunting licenses, shells, and accessories. Home improvements are easy with a large inventory of electrical and plumbing supplies and standard bathroom fixtures. A full line of kitchen and laundry appliances are always in stock. Custom paints for interior and exterior fall fix-ups. Special services, screen repair, and glass cutting. Car wax and car care products, bikes of all kinds, and just arrived vent-free and kerosene heaters. Eggers, much more than a hardware store. Janet, Kelly, and Lisa, JKL Substation invite you to try subs, salads, sundaes, and shakes in an old-fashioned ice cream parlor atmosphere. Enjoy Hershey's hand-packed ice cream. Save time. Phone ahead at 472-5224 to have your lunch ready when you need it. The same great subs and soups plus additional seating, lower prices, and extended hours. 8:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. through the fall. For lunch, supper, or after the game, come to JKL Substation. Meet your friends, have great food, and a good time.
Second half beginning, score 0-0 coach, and quite an interesting first half of football for the Seminoles on their debut.
Right, I think you had a lot of first half jitters. Really, no big mistakes. You'd like to see a little more yardage out of the offense, a couple of interceptions by the defense, and a goal line stand aided by Bishop Donahue penalties. You're scoreless. Now the defense will have to do the job to start the third quarter.
The Bishops will have the ball beginning of the second half. Looks like Wilson, Kramer, Kordak, the ball carrier.
Yeah, Jeremy Kramer and Scott Wilson made the tackle there. Bishop Donahue will take over on about the 31-yard line to start the second half.
So they'll have their first opportunity this second half, see if they can get some production from their big offensive line. As again, Walton will set his team to start the second half. In motion, number 34, and we have a man stepping off. Joe Urbanik was in motion on that far side. Somebody stepped too quick ahead of the step, and another penalty.
And that's probably about the fifth or sixth time we've seen some type of illegal motion by Bishop Donahue, and you cannot make penalties like that if you're going to be a good offensive football team.
They've had their opportunity, and they've sure messed it up here early, so it'll be 1st and 15, 11:30.
And they can't use the opening night jitters as an excuse for penalties because they have a game under their belt.
Yeah, a big victory. Ball given to Zelowicz behind the blocking of Edge, and he'll get back over the 30-yard line up to about the 32-yard line. Bob Edge leading the blocking for Zelowicz, and he picks up, looks like 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, that's 7 yards.
We'll try to watch here in the second half and see someone along that front five of the Seminoles needs to step forward and exert herself and really make some plays here in the second half if the Seminoles are going to win this ball game.
Urbanik in motion again. Zelowicz with the ball. Makes a quick step back across the 40-yard line. First down plus. Looks like he's placed on the 43-yard line. Zelowicz showing good quickness. Blake checking into the ball game. Number 81, Brad Blake, a junior. And it's 1st and 10, 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Ball on the 47-yard line, 43-yard line. Zelowicz behind the wall, and he stopped right at the 45. Looked like Wilson, J.R. Young, and possibly Dustin Robinson and others.
The problem we've had so far, you stop a Zelowicz after a 2-yard gain and maybe a 2-yard gain the next time, and then it's an 8 or 10-yard gain. He's an explosive back, and it looks like he's the kind of player that can score from anywhere on the field at any time. And I hope we don't see that tonight.
Hawkins and Urbanic to this side. Now the I formation, Urbanic in motion. Ball to Zelowicz again behind Bob Edge.
There's an example right there. Looked like a great defensive job. Made a good play against a good back. But once they place the ball, there's still a pickup of about 5 yards on the play.
Up close to the 50-yard line. Third and 5, 3rd and 3. They have 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 on the board now. Urbanic again in motion. This time to Edge. And Edge barrels his way across the 50-yard line. I believe it'll be short of the first down. Wilson making a hit on him, and they're going to place it, looks like the 47-yard line. It'll be short. Looks like 4th and 1.
Have a good look at that from our vantage point. It's a full yard short. Looks like Bishop Donahue may go for it here on 4th and a yard. The second half's first big defensive play.
It's the opportunity for one of the Seminoles to bust the gap, get somebody behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they are going to go into punt formation here.
And it gets a Bishop roll. Looks back to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Monroe Central, not real sure what Bishop Donahue was going to do there. Had defensive set in there and had to drop a guy back at the last minute. They was kind of afraid of a fake, or maybe Bishop Donahue going for it. The deep man there, Will Weddle, needs to catch that ball in the air. He could have saved about 5 yards right there if he makes the catch.
They'll have a 1st and 10 on the 10 with 7:50 remaining in the third quarter. Still nothing ball game. In motion coming this way will be Will Weddle. Quick handoff up the middle. Dustin Robinson, I believe, with ball carrier. And he'll pick up some rough yardage. Possibly a yard. Not a whole lot up that middle. Mark this 2nd and 9 at the 7-minute mark. A break huddle. Keith Lazier wide out to this side. Slot I. In motion, Weddle. Ball is tossed to Dustin. Dustin bricks it back across, and he'll have 1st down plus, I believe. There was nothing to the right. He broke it back across the seam and got it up over the 20-yard line.
Good running. Good running instincts. Recognized the fact there was no hole where the play was designed to go. Used speed and was able to pick up some positive yardage. In this case, it looks like probably 10, 11 yards. 1st down, and try to get yourself out of a hole here. And a nice long drive right here would be absolutely great.
Yes. We could take that. Dustin Hughes wide out to the far side. Quick hitter up the middle, Luke Shoemaker, and Luke's not going to get a lot up that middle. Looks like he's driven forward past the 25-yard line, or right at the 25-yard line. A pickup of possibly 3. As he's met by a crew of yellow and white jerseys.
Looked like number 89 again, Edge, and on every play it seems like has run inside, and he looks like the kind of player that could play for any team in the Valley. I don't care if it's Class A or clear up to 4A. Yeah. I'd say he could play for anyone.
Ball tossed to Dustin. Dustin again seeing nothing there. Breaks it back and tries to get around the opposite side. He picked up another 2 or 3 yards, it looks like. started behind his blocker, Luke Shoemaker. Saw nothing there and broke it back across. Zelowitz on the stop. So it's just over 5 minutes. It's 3rd and 5. And ball's on the 27-yard line. Dustin wide out to this side with Weddle being slot close to us. Looking. Dustin has it. And he picks up a seam. He's got some room. He's to the 50, the 47-yard line as he loses his feet. If he'd have been able to keep his feet under him, I believe he might have gone all the way.
Right, but a nice play to keep the balance right at the beginning of that play, to turn the play up, make the first down. For an instant, it looked like he might be able to break the play, but kind of lost his footing a little bit. But still, a big 3rd down conversion. You're now in Bishop Donahue territory, and you have a drive going. You just got to keep it going.
Beautiful job by Dustin Hughes, number 45. Keith Leisure will be wide out to this side, running from the wishbone. Joe Kress, 4:25, 1st and 10. Ball inside the 50-yard line. Fake to Luke Shoemaker. It's a keeper. Joe's got some room, and he dives across the 30 to the 26-yard line. Looks like number 25, Hawkins, brought him down. So a couple big plays by the Seminoles.
And that was a designed keep, I believe, right there from the beginning. You fake the power to Shoemaker inside. Kress used his speed to get outside, gained about 20, 21 yards, and you're in business now at the 27-yard line.
This is a little more like the football that we're accustomed to. Let's see if we can keep it going. Hughes to this side. Kress with a toss to Dustin Robinson. Dustin trying to break it to the outside. It's a foot race. Hawkins, and he'll drag him out of bounds just shy of the first down. Looks like he's inside the 20-yard line.
That may be the first time we have seen the quick pitch like that. Get the ball to Dustin, let him get outside and use his speed, and I'd say pick up there about 8 yards.
8 yards, it looks like.
And now you're in an opportunity where you can think about some points.
2nd and 2, 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Ball place looks like on the 19-yard line. Keith Leisure wide out to the far side. Wishbone formation with Kress taking the snap. Faking the ball to Shoemaker. Dustin Robinson. Dustin bricks it back across, and he's inside right at the 10-yard line. Dustin doing a great job that time getting through the initial line of scrimmage, breaking back across. Saw some daylight, did a great job.
Right, I don't think you realize how quick Dustin is until you had a chance to see him operate out there. Bishop Donahue will spend a time out here, try to break the momentum. This has been a nice drive to start on the 10-yard line, now on about the 12 or 13. And gotta give some credit to the offensive line for opening some holes there.
So with timeout on the field, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back with 3 minutes and 39 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Drugs is your locally owned full-service discount price drugstore. Call 472-0417 for 24-hour emergency service. We'll be here for you. Delivery and mail-out services are available. We stock wheelchairs, hospital beds, canes, crutches, and other accessories. Retirees ask Joe or Tom about our hassle-free Aetna prescription service. As a leader chain store, we bring you bargain prices on an assortment of products every month. Don't forget to bring us your photo finishing with 24-hour service. Bellwood Drugs, people you know and people you can trust with your health.
Okay, we got first down, 3 minutes and 39 seconds. first down and 10. Ball on the 13, I believe. Dustin Hughes to the far side. Wishbone with Will Weddle, Dustin Robinson, and Luke Shoemaker as Kress will take the hike. Quick hitter, no. Kress has got the ball, and he breaks across the 10 as he inside steps number 81, I believe is Blake.
Once again, a designed keep to let Joe Kress get outside, use his speed.
Yeah.
About a 5-yard pickup right there, 8-yard line.
So another good job by Joe Kress getting outside, sidestepping the tackler right at the line of scrimmage and picking up good yardage. Keith Lazier will go to the far side again out of the wishbone, right at the 3-minute mark. Monroe Central knocking on the door, taking the ball to Shoemaker, and Dustin picks up a short 2 or 3 yards. Looks like there was a mix-up on the handoff.
Like Dustin tried to cut back. He's gained good yardage on cutbacks. A couple of earlier carries there. His feet just went out from under him, not able to get any yardage on that play. He had a hole. He just tried to do the right thing, I believe, but his foot just slipped on the wet turf, and down he went.
The fans starting to get in this one as it's 2 minutes, 34 seconds. There's an official timeout. There's some equipment problems on the Bishop Donahue Bishop's headgear, I believe. We'll break huddle. It's 3rd and 4. Ball possibly on the 6 or 7 yard line. 7-yard line. Power formation. Tossing the ball to Dustin. Dustin trying to break it out. And he's going to be run out of bounds, short of the line of scrimmage there. Hawkins, I believe, was the guy who ran him out of bounds.
Bishop Donahue defense read the play. No running room at all for Dustin outside. Looks like a field goal attempt now on 4th down. Ball's on about the 9-yard line. Looks like Ledwig will put the ball down as the holder on about the 17. So make it a 27-yard attempt. Chance to get the first points of the game, and the way this one's gone, 3 points here might be the difference.
It could be. Joe Kress. Ball is up, and it's good, I believe. Yes, the officials call it. A nice job by Joe Kress. Kress doing a great job getting him down to the position, had some nice runs, did a good job from the quarterback position, and puts the first points of the game onto the board, 3-0.
Might be the answer to a trivia question in a few years there, Dale. What were the first points in Monroe Central Seminole football history? And the answer, a 27-yard field goal by Joe Kress with 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
When it comes time, I won't remember that.
If you can remember all that, you might win a bet somewhere.
Yes. But we do have a 3-0 score. And we'll kick this off to the Bishops as they've got 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter. Zelowich and Kordak are standing back on the 15-yard line, waiting to receive. Zelowich and Kordak waiting to the last second here to decide which way to go. Ball coming short to the up man, number 31. And he's hit by, looks like Weddle and Wilson.
Will Weddle shut off the outside lane. Scott Wilson made the first hit on a short kick, but pretty good field position for Bishop Donahue here on the 34-yard line.
So the Bishops will break huddle with just at the 1 minute mark. Blake and Urbanik wide out to both sides with Edge and Zelowich in the backfield. Walton giving the ball to Zelowich. Zelowich behind the blocking of Edge, and he picks up some good yardage, possibly 5 yards, just short of the 40-yard line. Mark Hawkins just checking into the ball game for the Bishops. 30 seconds in the quarter. Walton with 2 wide outs. Urbanik now in motion. Ball to Zelowicz. Zelowicz caught from behind. Luke Shoemaker.
A little gamble by the defense there. Send a linebacker, try to make a big play. Coaching staff, Coach Singleton there guessed correctly, sent Luke in there and made the play.
Luke doing a great job shooting that gap. This is also kind of a debut for Coach Singleton. C.L. Straw, Coach Straw had been defensive coordinator for a long time for the Redskins. And of course he got a principal's job and he's no longer with them. So Coach Singleton having a chance here to take over the defense. There's a big shoes to fill.
Right, Coach Singleton's been on the staff for several years and knows the system well, so there's not really a lot of change right there.
Right. We'll take a break and we'll come back with the last quarter of action, so you hurry back.
In the 1990s, it's nice to know there's still someone who makes decisions according to people and not money. At Loveday Motor Sales, customer satisfaction is number one. Our factory-trained technicians use the latest high-tech tools, equipment, and genuine GM parts. Your neighbors are working here in sales and service. People you know, people you can trust. Whether it's a new or used car you're shopping for or parts and service, you can come to Loveday Motor Sales with confidence. Maybe you already knew that Woodsfield Ashland has 100% pure gasoline along with kerosene and diesel fuel, and about their drive-thru where you can pick up your favorite snacks, slushes, legal beverages, or pop. You probably know about Kirk's ice cream, available in 16 flavors. It's guaranteed to bring a smile to your face. But did you know that Woodsfield Ashland sells great pizza? Just call ahead at 472-1745 to order your pizza for before or after the game. And don't forget their drive-thru service open Monday through Saturday 6 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. and Sunday 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Fourth quarter will begin with a 3-0 score in favor of Monroe Central Seminoles. There's 12 minutes left, so no one leave their seat. Double wide out to this side. Walton back looking underneath, and he throws it into the back of somebody, I believe. I don't understand. Didn't quite see where that ball went.
I believe Zelowicz was in the area, and I think they was trying to set up a little screen to Zelowicz, but some of the linemen seemed to be behind the receiver. And if it was a screen pass, it should be the other way around.
Yes.
But
Not sure what exactly
that's a defensive stop right there. Chance for the Seminoles to take the ball back right here. And anytime you can make a stop right after you put points on the board, that's a big thing.
So it's 4th and 5. They're going to have to kick this ball away. High kick. Dustin Robinson, I believe, with the stop. Caught the ball at the 33-yard line.
Number 25, Mark Hawkins.
Hawkins on the hit.
Put a big-time hit on Dustin. Next time, Dustin might think about the fair catch.
Dustin's gutsy, though. He stood right there and took that, getting up and clapping
Dustin won't back down from anything. Given the same situation, he'll probably catch it again and do the exact same thing.
So at the 11-minute, 42nd, it's 1st and 10 with the ball on the 37-yard line. Wishbone formation, Dustin Hughes wide to this side. Kress with a quick hitter, and Luke gets some good yardage. I believe that's the first good yardage up the middle we've had tonight.
Right. If you remember back to the first 2 plays of the game, some great yardage there, and not a lot of yardage until this last drive. So maybe they figured out something at halftime, or maybe some of the offensive linemen were just reminded of a few essentials that sometimes you need to remind players of at halftime, and they've really responded.
So Wishbone with wide out to the far side, and Kress again will take this snap at the 10-minute and 50-second mark. Again, Luke Shoemaker, but there's not much.
Not a lot of yardage, but right there, the most important thing would be about 3-4 yard gain and a first down. And if you could drive down the field and take 5-6 minutes off the clock
and
put
score.
a touchdown on the board, you could put this game away by the middle of the quarter. A couple of very big ifs right there, but we'll see what happens.
So again, running out of the wishbone formation, Dustin Hughes on the wide on the far side. Ball on the 47-yard line. Kress with a snap, and he's looking. He's got a wall of blockers, and he's upended by Hawkins, I believe, at the 46-yard line.
If memory serves me right, that's the third time in the second half that a keeper has been called for Kress, and every time positive yardage has been the result. So that's something as the year progresses we may see a little bit more of, the keeper for the quarterback.
2nd and 4. Ball on the 48-yard line. Luke Shoemaker again with nothing. Bob Edge standing there waiting. Zelowich underneath 61 coming out of the pile is Cumston. Again, an official's timeout. A lot of trouble with the helmet. I don't know if this is the same Bishop Donahue player or not that had trouble with his helmet before. They had to take an official's timeout down by the goal line a little bit ago. We're going to have a 3rd and 4, 9 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the game as Zelowitz tries to fix his helmet. I guess if it gets banged around as much as his is, maybe.
Right. Maybe if that helmet ear pad would pop out of there when they go back on offense and he'd have to go out of the game for a couple plays, might be nice.
Now, Coach, we want slot I. Press down, looking to pass. Has Dustin Hughes, and Dustin's going to take the ball out of bounds at the 25-yard line, I believe. Nicely designed play. Dustin wide open in the flat on the far side.
I think that's Dustin's 4th catch, and every time the defensive back over there has given a cushion, and the offense has just taken the short pass and let Dustin turn it upfield, and he has enough speed and quickness there that he's gained yardage every time. And there's another big first down. You stay in possession of the ball, and you're down to the 25, 26-yard line.
26-yard line, 1st and 10. And there's 9 minutes remaining in this game. Wishbone. Fake handoff, and Kress going to tuck it in, and he's caught from behind. Looks like Edge again. For a big man, he shot that gap quick, got in there, and got Kress down for a loss.
I think the play intended for Scott Wilson was the primary receiver on that play, and he was pretty well covered. Kress realized that and tried to make something happen there. He's going to lose a couple yards, but he didn't throw a bad ball that would result in an interception.
Slot I, wide out to the far side. Dustin here, Shoemaker and Robinson behind the quarterback. Kress looking. And I believe the ball is going to fall incomplete. I thought for a second we had a Bishop Donahue man come up with the ball.
I think there's a difference of opinion by the officials down there. They're kind of looking at each other. One says interception, one says incomplete. We'll see what the final decision is. They're going to rule an interception. And that's a case there
where
second
time of that too.
Well, that's a case there where Joe maybe didn't use real good judgment that time, tried to force it in there. It looked like that the Bishop Donahue man made the interception. It was just a matter of whether the ball popped out as he went down there. Really couldn't see from this angle. Coach DeCosta trying to get an explanation. I'm not sure if he's going to get anybody's attention or not.
He's out on the field trying to plead his case, but they've started the clock, and they're breaking huddle. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bishops inside the 5-yard line. Need a big defensive stance in motion. Quick hitter up the middle, Bob Edge, and he's going nowhere. Led by Will Weddle, J.R. Young, possibly Luke Shoemaker, and I couldn't see who else. Looks like they gave him a gain maybe of 1.
Yeah, if there's something good to come out of that interception is the fact that Bishop Donahue starting on their own 5-yard line. If you can make a couple of big plays and get the ball back, that's a long way for them to have to try to get down the field. And they tried to cross him up with the carry by the fullback there, but the center of the line was not fooled.
Wide outs to both sides. Walton dropping. He's going to look in. We've got an interception, I believe, but we got a flag also thrown.
Yeah, there's a flag down. That'll be on the offense. The interception should stand then.
Right at the 22-yard line.
Dustin Robinson with the interception over there. Wait till the officials get together here and make sure.
It worries me when the officials get together now. Twice they've gotten together and it hasn't come out good.
When you see a flag go up as the ball is snapped, it's going to be on the offense, because if it's on the defense for an offside, they'll whistle the play dead. So if the play continues, it's a good bet that it's on the offense.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Seminoles, and they're going to have the ball at the 22-yard line. That's close to where it was before.
That's the 3rd interception by the defensive secondary by 3 different players. So that's a good sign. You always worry about your defensive secondary. 3 interceptions tonight. That's a good start to the season.
Wishbone, Justin Hughes on this side. The full house behind Kress. He gives the ball to Dustin. Dustin side steps. He's back. And he will not go down. He takes it within the 5-yard line. Looks like he's down to possibly the 2-yard line as he bounced off of several tacklers.
Well, you look in the program, you see Dustin Robinson listed 5'5" and 155. But I tell you what, you saw him put the shoulder down right there and punish a couple of defensive people right there. He saw that end zone and he wanted a part of it.
Yep, and a lot of times you see that. You see a young man get a big play like the interception and come right back for another big play. And that's just what Dustin did. Keith Lazier wide to this side. Kress taking the snap. Quick hitter, but I don't believe there's very much there.
Not much in there by Shoemaker.
Shoemaker is still standing there.
We're seeing some nice diversity in the offensive attack. 2 backs gaining a lot of yards, really 3 backs if you count the keeper by Kress, and some very good passing in there.
Kress some good yardage.
Kress to Hughes, some key yards. So
Hughes wide to this side.
It's nice to have different weapons. And there's another penalty down there on Bishop Donahue, and they've just
Thompson, I believe, 61.
They've really hurt themselves tonight by the penalty.
My land, that was a biggie. It doesn't seem like much on the 2-yard line, but you go half the distance to the goal, that's a lot. 2nd down and 1. 2nd and 1. 2nd and goal. Joe Kress take the snap at 5:30. Luke Shoemaker, feet driving. And they blow the ball dead. Luke never did go down. They blew the ball dead.
That's the 2nd time in this series we've seen that happen, where Luke never has actually been put on the ground. But forward progress was stopped. The officials blew the whistle. And it looks like some equipment problems once again down there for Bishop Donahue. And I think that's Zelowitz once again having some problems with the headgear.
Yeah. They may need to get the young man a new helmet if he's having this sort of trouble. They wouldn't want to lose him, I tell you.
No, that's for sure.
The young man's in on every play, defense or offense. 3rd and goal, ball laying on the 1-yard line. 5 minutes remaining in the game. And we have a penalty, I believe. I believe the right side of the line jumped early. I could be wrong, but I'm
not real certain I think that may be a case where everybody moved, which would tell you that maybe the center missed the snap count. Now, I could be wrong. But just as Bishop Donahue earlier was down in scoring opportunity and hurt herself with the penalty, now the Seminoles at the 1 yard line commit a penalty, knocks it back to the 6, 3rd and goal, and you can't cost yourself scoring opportunities with penalties.
No, not at all. 4 minutes and 40 seconds, 3rd and 6. Kress dropping. A lot of pressure. Gonna drop it underneath. Luke Shoemaker. Luke sidestepping. He's back. He's gonna make it to about the 6 yard line.
There's a lot took place there, but the result is a gain of 0 on the play, so it's going to be 4th down and goal from the 6, and maybe even lose a half a yard or so on that whole play. Monroe Central will call a timeout. 4th and goal from the 6.
Looks like Shoemaker has got up a little bit slow. So they're going to take a timeout and talk this over. 4 minutes and 7 seconds. It's 3-0 in favor of Monroe Central. They'd sure like to put on another score. Coach, this is a big play. We were talking earlier about how the Bishops were down and had an opportunity, just about the same kind of situations. They were on maybe the 3 yard line. We lucked out and had a Bishop penalty, which took it down within the 1. And now with a penalty here, we're back 4th and 6.
Right, some people might think, well, how about another field goal, make it 6-0. Really, a field goal does no good. Yeah. Even if you don't get in the end zone here, Bishop Donahue takes over in very poor field position.
Exactly. In motion, Weddle. Faking Dustin Robinson. He'll pick it up. And he's going to be drugged down about the 16 yard line. They fake that quick hitter up the middle to Luke Shoemaker. Tried to get the ball back to Dustin. The toss was just a little off. Dustin unable to come up with it, so Bishops will take over in downs with 3 minutes and 59 seconds remaining in the ball game. It's going to be 1st down and 10, ball on the 16, I believe.
That's not exactly what you had in mind there. You end up losing 10 yards, giving Bishop Donahue an extra.
Forward,
giving Bishop Donahue an extra 10 yards to start their drive, but you're under 350. 2 Bishop Donahue timeouts. A chance for the defense to shine once more.
From the shotgun. Ball tipped up in the air. Zelowitz. He was covered there by Wilson. Zelowitz unable to come up with it, knocked it up in the air, out of bounds. So it'll be second and 10. A little surprising that they come out in a shotgun in this situation and try to throw down here. I thought they'd come out with what is really, their power, giving it to Zelowitz behind edge and pick up some yardage, but getting into the bag of tricks. 3 minutes and 37 seconds left. Zelowitz trying to drop it underneath. I believe the intended receiver was 32, which is, that must be Kordak. Incomplete on a slant pattern. It'll be 3rd and 10, 3:33 with 3-0 lead, 3rd down. Coach, how about that? Full house.
Right, you play that on the lottery numbers. That's tomorrow night, right?
5 threes ought to win every time, right?
Right, as you mentioned there, Bishop Donahue throwing the ball. Really, you have to say that's good as far as the Seminoles are concerned. Now he's going to tuck it under and run, but get nothing.
Not going to get anything. It's going to be 4th down. Kramer on the stop along with, I couldn't see who else. This series of play has been kind of surprising to me. It's going to be 4th and 11 after a loss, and it's right at the 3-minute mark.
Right. Bishop Donahue will punt it away, hope for a turnover or something there, and use their timeouts, try to get the ball back.
Gongola is going to be stopped right at about the 5-yard line when he punched this. Oh, and a Seminole bounce.
Chance to use the clock a little bit now. You're on the 41-yard line, 2:48 left. As I said, Bishop Donahue with 2 timeouts, I believe, but a couple of first downs right here, and Monroe Central could run out the clock and post a win.
We'll break huddle right at the 2:40 mark, 41-yard line, 1st and 10. Wing left. Team is set. Crest with a snap. Luke Shoemaker. Luke getting a hole. He's to the 30. He's to the 25 as he runs over people. He said he's tired of this crap, and he just naturally ran over several defensive players and picks up big yardage.
Gain of 18. There's a first down. Clock's going to be running now. 2:20 left. And really, you have enough points here. You don't have to score. Just run the clock, take care of the ball, and don't fumble.
Yes. This is often the area of the game, when you have your confidence up a little bit and you know that all you got to do is just play hard when you can get that quick score. Dustin Robinson, and he'll go nowhere. It looks like there's flags. I'm not sure what might have been. I believe maybe a face mask. I'm not sure. Yes, I thought I saw a face mask.
It'll be interesting to check the newspapers over the weekend, and I'd like to look at the stats of all the games. But in this game, one thing that will really tell the big difference is the yardage as far as penalties. Bishop Donahue has several penalties, has hurt herself with yardage, and here again giving Monroe Central a first down, and Monroe Central has only maybe a penalty or maybe a couple of, and they've done a real good job.
Ball's on the 13-yard line, 1:40, as Crest will take the snap. Luke Shoemaker inside the 5, and he's going to be drugged down at the 3-yard line. As Luke again doing a fine job, just unwilling to go down.
Luke running hard, would like to get into the end zone. Clock still runs, less than 1:20. About the 4-yard line, it looks like. You can still get a first down here. I know the team would like to punch one in here to make it a 10-0 ball game, but we'll see what happens. You may just run out the clock here and not try anything too fancy.
So it's under 1 minute. Luke will step back, and he goes in for a well-deserved touchdown.
Right. Well said right there. Luke deserved that touchdown with a couple of good hard runs, and deserves to get in the end zone. It's now 9. We're about to become 10-0. And I think we're in pretty good shape here.
Thank goodness. A long time waiting, Coach. Crest will attempt the extra point. Ball is down, and it's snapped, and it's good, Coach. 10-0 at the 52-second mark as Monroe Central Seminoles take a 10-0 lead. With a little break here, Coach, in the action, I know everybody's really relieved, and so since everybody's relieved, I want to make some apologies. We had some severe technical difficulties. The Sports Highlight Show, which was supposed to be on last night with Coach Jerry Calder as the host, unable to get it on. We had technicians up today, and we think everything's okay. We apologize to everybody involved, and I know that hopefully everybody got the word. The show should have been shown right before this game was shown this morning. We'll be airing these at 11, and so hopefully everybody got it, but I just wanted to apologize to everybody. You know, about 8:30 last night, I kind of drawed in my horns and said, well, it's not going to happen, and started making calls, called Coach first. But I do apologize to everybody. Hopefully that won't happen again. I won't guarantee you. You get that many wires and somebody like me, and anything can happen.
Right. Well, it was called early in the early season, and the teams had a couple of scrimmages to work out the bugs, but I guess you didn't have any scrimmages. No chance to work out the bugs, so you're allowed one mistake.
The kick coming to Zelowicz. Zelowicz got to go through his fingers and out of bounds. My land. I don't think probably you'll see that too often from Zelowicz.
No, that's for sure. I tell you, you mentioned, among other things, this getting the first win in Monroe Central history, and that's a lot of pressure on the young men down there. And now they are able to get away from that and get on with playing the last 9 games of the season. It's completely different competing in AAA now. As Coach has said, 10-0 probably still will not even get you close to an OVAC championship, but just go out and play hard and try to win each game one at a time. And now you can start thinking about Shady Side next week. And another interception.
Dustin Robinson, I believe. Dustin's on his feet. He cuts it back. He's inside the 10, the 5, and look at this.
Well, it's going to come back, Dale. We've got a penalty. We've got a penalty back here about the 20-yard line. Looks like most likely a clipping penalty. That's a shame.
That's a shame.
Because Dustin deserved also to be in the end zone.
Yes, he did.
He's had a good night offensively.
He did a tremendous job coming up with that ball, sidestepping.
That's still his second interception and the 4th interception by the secondary, and that's quite a start as far as that,
sure is.
And especially going into next week's game at Shady Side against a team that's probably going to throw the ball 80% of the time. Hopefully our secondary will be ready. And
that's always a tremendous game. You go to Shady Side. You go to Shady Side anytime. They're going to be prepared. They're going to be ready to play ball. We have a timeout on the field. Monroe Central, it's a 10-0 ball game. Only 36 seconds left. Next week at Shady Side. How much do you know of Shady Side?
Well,
should be a decent ball club.
Right. Shady Side feels like with their schedule that they have a chance to make the playoffs even with 2 or 3 losses. They have some people returning, and they are going to throw the ball a lot. Last couple of years, they've been a ground-oriented team. They're going to throw the ball with 4 wide receivers, and anytime in high school that you can throw the ball well, you're dangerous.
Yes.
And it'll be a very, very challenging ball game, and it'll be a good ball game. Hope everybody can make it down and root the team on.
Yeah, it's a nice.
Undefeated 1-0, but like as I said, take them one at a time.
Yeah, you have to. The young men on the field, they've gone through a lot of turmoil. I think the Monroe Central consolidation thing can be a great thing for the kids and for the football program and for the, the entire county community. It's just a matter of getting all the bugs out early, let everybody accept it, and go on with it.
Right, being able to see firsthand this week how things have operated, I think things have went very, very well. A lot of people have done a tremendous amount of work to get ready for that, and the kids have accepted this and are going on. And some people will probably criticize me for saying this, but let the kids go to school, let the kids play the games. That's adults. Hey, stay out of it.
Yeah.
That's the whole problem right here. Let the kids play. They're having fun. I want to mention before we go to the volleyball team, Coach Greg Taylor, 2 wins early in the season with 3 home games next week. Get on out there. They play their home games at Skyview. See a volleyball game.
Yeah. Young men and women of the high school age, are all the same, and they're a great bunch of kids to be around. You channel their energy in the right direction and let them go,
And that's going to be it right there. Coach Costa just waved to the quarterback, Joe Kress, out there to stay in the huddle. They'll let the clock run out. This will go in the books as a 10-0 victory, a shutout. good second half by the offense.
Good way to start.
Nice game by the defense. See Coach Sarcosta giving Coach Singleton, handshake down there.
That's a great defensive effort.
That's a shutout, and I know Coach Singleton was really worried about stepping into the job as defensive coordinator, and you always have the worst fears, but that's a shutout.
That's right.
So we just say to Coach Singleton, if you 10 shutouts, you don't have to worry about losing a game. So
that's exactly right.
So hopefully Coach can keep up the good work.
Well, we got a lot of thank yous. We want to thank especially Coach Jeff Stevens for helping out this evening. Sure has been great. We have Brian Easterling who wanted a place to sit, so we gave him a place. We gave him the camera, and he's doing a great job. And we want to say a special hello to his dad, Denny Easterling. Denny does the announcing over the public address system, and great individual. Get well soon, Denny.
Right, hope to see Denny back out here real soon.
Yes.
Monroe Central Headquarters. We'll see you next week. This is Jay Reddy, and we'll be right back with next week's team. So you come back with us.